did some work in the reed bed actually yesterday, and there's a really nice photo I'll send you for volunteers, which would be quite good, I think. Previously, avian flu has been an issue for poultry farming, captive birds. However, I think it should be acknowledged now that it's also a major threat to our wildlife bird populations. So this is the national reporting form for sick and dead birds. It consists of a series of columns that you input your data into, from species of bird, location, the number of birds that appear to be sick, or the number of birds that have sadly died. Is there a breeding colony? Did you find the bird washed up onto land by sea? General things to look out for is a bird will be very lethargic, it will struggle to lift its head, weeping eyes and nasal cavities. So it would be quite obvious that it's a quite sick bird. It's unable to swim, fly. Seen quite widely this year on social media is the sort of neuro impact it can have on some seabirds, where they perform very unusual behaviours, twitching, sort of like twisting of the neck. So she was like, yeah, that pretty much just means we won't answer them. And they said, like, if you did, like,
So we've got a virus that entered Europe from Asia last autumn. Also, that virus the same strain has spread to the Americas and down into West Africa. So we have a heavy infection presence across the whole of the Northern Hemisphere. This particular strain, H5N1, seems to be particularly fit and able to spread amongst different populations of wild birds. And because it's able to do that, it has been maintained at levels through the spring, summer and autumn, at levels far higher than it's done historically. It's at its best environment when it's spreading from one bird to another. So whilst we have to be vigilant, and people that have direct contact with infected birds should take precautions to prevent exposure to infection, this is not an infection at this juncture. It would cause any wider concern to the wider public.
I think there's a lot of apprehension because we don't know what winter will bring. The virus is showing no signs of slowing down or going away, and with further movement of arrival of wintering birds from Scandinavia, etc., transmission risk is going to go up because migratory birds are going to be mixing with resident birds. So there's a lot of apprehension, and it's quite sad what the situation is, finding sick birds in particular, because they're kind of helpless and there's very little you could do about it.